buddy.
Excellent. Awesome. It's like I left in the comments, you're beautiful not on the outside, but the inside.
Yeah, I can see. Thanks. That's sweet.
Like that. You're welcome.
I'm
I know.
nervous. I'm nervous.
I
Really,
try.
this is like a first time I'm doing something like that. So,
Well, I've seen them on the StreamYard. Is this StreamYard or is this a different type of live?
this is just YouTube.
Uh-huh. This regular live. Sure.
Yes,
I've done
yes,
a lot of those myself.
yeah,
I might even thinking of going live today, but I just don't know what to talk about. My channel is usually just about anything live in general and whatnot.
yeah,
Whatever comes to mind, I
absolutely,
get on and talk about it.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like your channel, the generations, a lot of baby boomers and such might think that all that is nonsense, but I really do think that everything going on in the world today is either they did a lot of stuff and now the later generations are having to pay for it, or it's just there is definitely a difference with every
hmm
passing day with economy. It is that there's that's why we have these generation names and all these pill names, because it's just you can just sense it. It's just the social media and everything. It's just this economy. Just we might even have a war soon. It's crazy. There's always been slavery. There's always been pushing for that paper, and there's always been people that just seem to not either care or they like to they scam and they'd like to take the light in these things toward the things. And it ain't right. It needs to change. But I mean, there's not enough people that think like that to make a change. So what do we do? You know.
yeah.
Hmm.
It's
There
like
you go.
it's you know like I feel like this such a lack of empathy in this world that
Yes.
like people just see you as you're just a number, as you just how can take advantage of you. It's not about being authentic. It's not about like I wish like we could be more like united, like
Yeah.
to help each other more, not just use each other, the rich people, and fucking sucks,
Yep.
the government.
I got a church right across the way. I go to it, but I go strictly for atmosphere. I believe that we all have a higher consciousness, and free will is pretty much the same as consciousness, and a lot of people just misusing their free will. I go over there for atmosphere to keep myself in good spirits with all the turmoil around me, because there's a lot of people that you can consciousness go both ways, light and dark, and there's a lot of
Mm,
darkness in the world. You know,
yeah,
it's crazy. And that's insanity there. People having to live in the same environment with different mindsets. There's like I've heard it said there's like two worlds. There's like the conscious and the awake and not non awake. And
yeah,
it's a crazy world out there. It just doesn't, nothing seems to get any better. It's just
yes.
yeah.
Anyways, where are you from, buddy?
Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Lived there pretty much most of my life. Only times I've been outside was I
Mm-hmm.
served in the Air Force. I only did that briefly. That was Tampa, and that was services helped run their hotel. And I went to Texas to basic. It was just that was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Most of I mean, I haven't been on vacation in years. Can't afford it. Excuse me. I like to go to the cheap hotels basically, if I can afford it, because it's relaxing. Anything that relaxes the mind, anything that helps me cope. Take
Yeah.
walks. Just I like to drink occasionally, responsibly, of course. Beer and wine is about as far as I go. I don't maybe a St. Patrick's Day, I'll drink some of that crazier stuff, but I try to keep a sound mind in whatever I do. The level headedness is what matters. Whatever, it's just getting more and more important that you keep your sanity with all the corruption
Absolutely. Yeah.
that surrounds you.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just having this big. I actually took the coffee and put it in this big juice bottle. I'm
Mhm.
sipping on it 'cause I don't have much anything else to drink right now. As you
Cheers.
can see, it's about half full right now. just watching the rain, and you came on just as I was about to listen to Benedictine. The truth, I still got two more. I don't know if you're aware of his channel. I got two more of his videos to listen to,
Yeah.
and of course, all these main YouTubers. I listen to them every day. It's like I got a set schedule.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It is
It's like a
motivating.
free
Makes sense.
therapy, you know?
Exactly. Free therapy, because most of the time they just sit there and scribble. They might
Yeah.
even play tic tac toe or something, and it's like, oh yeah, you got to pay $100 rent. You feel the same as you did when you came most of the time. They ask your favorite show, your favorite music, and yeah, this is that going to really help anything? This is more, this is real stuff here. This is down to earth, and I just hope that the society didn't get to the point with technology and everything, where it's not even this is allowed anymore. Because it's kind of scary what's going on in the world. You know,
Mm.
every day just seems
Like a
more corrupt.
gamble.
Correct. Exactly. I'm not having no kids. That's the biggest gamble you can ever make. A child, so many things that could happen. It's not
Yeah.
a good idea in today's world. If we live in a world where everything just worked well, and yeah, but we don't live in that world. It's not worth bringing a child into that. The
I agree.
economy,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. So there you go. Those are my thoughts.
Yeah. I just want okay, okay. I just wanted to ask you if there's like possible to have chat, but I already see that
You
it's
can see
possible.
Patsy. Yeah. Trudy Tuttle, how you doing?
Yeah, yeah. Welcome. Just
I
to
don't know if
okay.
I think I can even do it here. I might be able to do it from the. I don't know if I can. I'm not worried about that. It's just I'm not going to chat while I'm on here. That's kind of silly. I was just seeing if I could do it or not. Doesn't look like I can though. Anyway, is anybody else allowed to join, or is just one allowed to join?
Yeah, any every actually everyone, I put the link on my, maybe you saw, on
Yeah,
my post.
the post. Yeah.
So
How do you
um
do that? How do you do that? You can go live on your YouTube channel and have links and have people join you in your live. I didn't know you could do that.
well, this is actually the first time, so I'm new at this too. But
Really? How do
yeah, I
they do that?
mean, it should be like that. I can, because I saw you that you want to join the channel,
Mhm.
so
Sure.
I click the like,
Huh.
that I want to, that I agree with, you
Right.
want to join. So I
Sure.
think it's like a request, that like anyone is allowed, but it's just that I have to, like, agree with,
It's just on, when you're doing your live on your channel, there's actually a request for that, huh? I never
yeah.
noticed like that. I might have to try that out, see if I can get people to join my lives, because I've only known of that only on StreamYard. I've seen Thought Provoker do it. I've seen D&W do it. Who else have I seen on there live like that? But on a StreamYard,
Mm.
StreamYard, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Never. It's just that costs money though. This is free. I didn't know you could do it on YouTube. I might look into that. That's awesome.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, see if anybody else wants to join.
Yeah, we'll see.
Anybody else want to come
Welcome,
on?
people.
Talk to this beautiful lady. I
Can
don't
you
like showing
see?
my face. I don't
Can
like
you
showing my face. It's not a
sorry?
good idea. I don't really like showing my face. I can show it.
No, that's
Let's
fine, that's fine.
see
I
here.
just want to ask,
See, this is what
what's
Black
up?
Hood looks like. See,
What's up?
that's the
I
one
just want
time you
to
thought we were
ask
going to get to see.
I just want to ask if you can also see our people
Yes, I
commenting.
can see the chat. I can see
Yeah?
the chat.
Cool, cool.
I don't
What's
know if
up?
I can make a check though. I can do
You
top
can
fans. Maybe.
we
My
can ask
phone's
questions.
yeah. Turn my.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I just we'll talk to him later when I'm done with the stream.
Okay.
Awesome.
I'm just asking because of the noise. Weird,
Yeah,
strange noise.
that was a phone.
Yeah, okay. Hmm.
We'll list. I can always talk to these people later. Most of this stuff is just people calling you up and asking you if you want insurance and stuff, and I want to do that through my workplace.
Mm.
I just off the phone. I mean, if they're not offering me work or something decent, then I'm probably not interested. So yeah,
Hmm.
they're just we'll probably call them after the stream.
Fucking.
Hmm. I don't need that stuff. It goes to the employer. Yeah, that's the health and dental and vision. Everybody, every job should have that, and every job should pay at least 18, 20 an hour. Anything with all the inflation, anything else is robbery. You shouldn't be paying that little. I see some of those jobs like 12, 15. That's not enough in today's world. It's not going to cut it. You
Yeah.
can't even barely afford a apartment. A lot of people living with their parents. It's crazy. There's people at 40, 50 years old living with their parents. Of course, they're your parents, and they're supposed to take care of you, which is good. But it shouldn't be like that. You should be able to live on your own in a system that's affordable. And we're not living in that system. It's just getting worse. Something needs
Yeah.
to be done. Something needs to happen. And I just wish it wouldn't have to come to war. I even saw a thing when I was trying to get my phone fixed the other day because I was trying to free up space and everything, which I now did. That's why I can make longer. I made a long video a couple nights ago, uh, and I saw something about Donald Trump saying, "Oh, we're through with Putin now. We're through with Russia." It's like, oh yeah, it's like they're just asking for war in a sense, you know. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been rambling for about 10 minutes now, so I'll try to be quiet and see what you need what you'd like to have to say. That's what's off the top of that's just the top of my head, and so you can understand why I'd have my own channel. I got a lot to say, and a lot bet a lot of people do. You know,
Yeah. I also like created this channel
it's a
um
wonderful thing. Been around.
because
Your channel started right when about your mine did. I'm
yeah.
sorry, I didn't interrupt them.
It's fine. Yeah, because like I just it's such a it's yeah, it's literally impossible to find people in real life, especially in this society where we are also disconnected, also because of this capitalistic system. We are disconnected, we are isolated, and it's just this is, I don't know, I just wanted to create this channel because I just have the need to speak my mind, to talk about how I feel about all these
Hmm.
things that society just don't want to talk. They don't want to even admit that there's something wrong, there's something really off with this world. That's just everything. They just want to live in their own delusion. They just want to procreate and having kids, and like it's nothing. Like it's like buying a bag or something. And I just don't like this way of thinking.
They're hiding from it.
So
They're hiding. They watch their movies. They see the stuff on the news, and they just keep on eating their. They just pay it no mind. Time to go do your homework. You can just sense it. I mean, we all grew up with it. We all. It's just. It seems crazy. It ain't the 50s and 60s anymore. These parents that grew up back when you could afford houses and everything easily, it's just not like that. And the last thing you want is a parent being like, "Why can't you get a job?" And you know, because it's not the world that you live in. It's hard to. They can have all this experience and people still ain't gonna hire you. I mean, I've been to all these interviews. I just knew that they'd probably help me. And you just wait by the phone. Nothing ever happens. That's why when you have a good job, you need to care about it, but you still need to act like you don't care about it. Because if you care too much about it, then you'll be like, you'll be too stressed, and that might even get
mhm.
you fired there. You know, I've experienced that. Pandemic screwed everything. That screwed everybody. I had a really good job. But it's just the overtime and everything that caused. Just I tried other things, and
Mm,
Amazon. They were just hiring anybody at Amazon, and I ended up having something that was good for me, and I was trying to keep up with the cross training, and they just thought I was working too hard or being too stressed, and it just, you look on there now. They're not taking nobody now. It just seems like we're living in a world that's just scamming people in a way, and they just want you to be this slave robot and never think. And even if robots do take over, are they gonna fix it to where you still got to make money even though the robots are doing everything? I mean,
yeah.
what's gonna happen there? It's confusing. It's strange.
you know
Strange word. We're living
this is just in nowadays for our generations, it's like there's such a lack of motivation to work, because it's not like it used to be the previous generations. Now we cannot afford a thing, so they want us, especially people, like me, because I'm the person who actually I need to see the meaning in everything. I just I when I think that I have to do this job for the until till I die, and I just feel like this is just ruining my soul. This is just a nothing that I see some meaning or some purpose, and for just for what, for people who are already rich. This is like, I mean, this is exactly the Matrix, the movie, what is about. The Matrix was
Yeah.
actually documentary, not a movie, but actually a documentary, I would say.
Yep. It's I've seen that movie. I got a introductory on my channel for returning subscribers. Just Alice in Wonderland, Matrix, Black Hole. My channel has a lot of meanings behind it, but it's just basically just we are in a matrix. We are in a system that just scams and just it shouldn't be. Most everything is like an iceberg is beneath the surface. I don't know if you heard that. That's a car over there starting to. But yeah, I was gonna. It's just yeah. I hear what you're saying, and I pretty much said everything off the top of my head already. So I don't know. I just don't know what's gonna happen in this world other than just people are just struggling, and it's almost 95% of it is unnecessary. There's always going to be struggles, but with health or whatever. But a lot of the things going on in the world is just completely unnecessary.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I just want to read some comments
Okay.
here. There is a So, Lucia, the Matrix is a good way to describe most things, but only in some senses. So, I don't know what you tell me. I'm curious how what you mean actually by saying that. Tai Tritle. I mean, sorry if I said the wrong name. um, yeah. Or when I see kids in public, my heart breaks, and I have contempt for the parents. Yeah, I mean, I feel really sorry for them. I mean, our generation, Gen Z, millennials, are screwed, but Gen Alpha, I feel even more sorry for them because they were just thrown into like the world full of technology, full of social media. They don't even know what's real. Everywhere is just the news and news. You don't even know what's like, you can trust. Everywhere is just such a massive information. Massive informations everywhere. And they just government and everyone, they just want us to against each other. Pit like, to fight against each other. So it's just a really cold world, especially nowadays.
Okay. Exactly.
Yeah. So like the anti-natalism is, I mean, this is like my religion. Like, I never actually believe in something so deeply, like, you know, like this
Hmm.
philosophy. So there is a comment.
There wasn't
Yeah,
so much corruption. There wouldn't be a need for trying to keep people from being born into this system. But the system is the problem. The people create the system.
yeah. People also support this
No,
system. So
nobody wants to fight against it, or not enough people,
yeah,
or they're afraid of what's going to happen to them, or they're afraid of what's going to happen to their families. It's crazy. I mean, it's like there's no way out.
yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's not just that,
Hmm.
like, I don't like this system, I hate the system, I can't stand the system. But it's not just the system, because I see those people who, yeah, I also say this, that they really support this system. Either they support it, or they just ignore where we live. They are like, okay, so I'm going to work, then I go to then I go home, and I'm going to have, kids, and that's it, and those people are the ones many times who don't, it's like lack of empathy. They don't actually care about um, all the suffering that's happening in this world, all the injustice, social issues. They just don't care about many things that us, for example, care about. So that's actually why we don't want that for our own unborn children, because
Hmm.
I mean, this is like, I mean, I'm really like, it's such a sad that you can be openly child free. I mean, not like for 100%, but you cannot really be openly anti-natalist, because people will be like, what the fuck, what's wrong with you, you hate kids or something, that's like, you're such a bad person, that's just like how they think, their
Uh,
mentality.
a lot of it has just to do with people just not helping each other. That's what money shouldn't even exist in the first place.
Hmm.
That's just one day somebody said, okay, we need to, you need to pay me for this, or we need to have something to show our worth. Screw that. Just help each other. It's all mind game. It's a man-made system
Hmm.
that just causes problems. It's just if we just help each other and love each other, then there wouldn't
Yeah.
be a lot of the suffering. All this stuff I see in church of people laying their hands on people and stuff. I don't know if that's real or not, but I bet a lot of that, if people were just, oh, you put your hands on somebody, unless you're in church, it's assault, man. I bet it would help a lot of stuff if people would just help each other and just screw the monetary system, screw all the finances. People got this ego that they just got to prove themselves.
Hmm.
That's what's causing the problems. That's what's keeping you away from your God or higher consciousness. It's removing you. It's creating hell. That's hell when you do that. And they don't even know they're doing it. They just go on eating their dinner. They just go on
Yeah.
with their lives. They're afraid to do something about it. It's fear-based society that we
Yeah.
live in. Nobody wants to face that. The ego gets in the way. No, no, it's all right. It's probably, I would say that you're lazy, but
Yeah.
it's more you're just afraid to do something. There's not enough people that think like this. You just people, you offend people, you offend their religion. It's so easy to just create an argument and a conflict. It's just nobody ever just gets seems to get past that. It's
Yeah.
sad. It's
And
sad.
I what I yeah and what I don't what I cannot really stand is about people that, when you actually say something that, okay, for example, this is wrong, and this, like, it shouldn't be like that, so it's
Right.
always, actually, it's always you. Also,
Stress.
I'm talking from my experiences, like when I was talking to my cousin who has two kids now. It was always like, oh, you have, it's your mindset, you should change the way you think and all these things. But actually, I mean, she's the one who actually support the system. So those
They're
people,
always trying to blame
victim
you.
blaming,
Yeah.
as I always talk with my videos, is always the victim blaming, people
Mm,
truly live in their own fantasy, and it's always you, it's never the system, it's never the
yeah.
government, it's never the evil people, it's always you, you know
Yeah. Brought you here. I brought you here. You owe me. I don't remember. No, who remembers asking to be born? Raise your hand. Shouldn't see anybody's hand going up. It's stress. It's yeah, guys. So much to say. Just so many things that point at all these things. That's really the truth. That are just trying to be snuffed away. And you can just see these people just laughing in their little room, or whatever, just with their suits and wine and cigars or whatever. And they just, oh yeah, let's see how we can screw people over. I mean, a lot of people don't want to think like that. Like, oh, it can't be like that. It can't be just 1% that's laughing while everybody else suffers. There'd be enough people to realize it. Well, that's this media and the Illuminati. If you believe in that, it's just they're making movies and music and everything the way it is, and porn. Dare I say it? Because it's just they're trying to steer people into just oh, just do this, get a good car, get. I mean, if you can even afford it, just do this stuff. Don't think about how what's really going on. Can keep going to work, make that money, make that dollar. I don't even like to say dollars. It's paper. What it is, it comes from the trees. They
It's
print
a
more out every day.
machine. Yeah.
It's a
Mm.
machine-made system.
It's a
Keep being a
tool.
machine.
It's a
Keep being a
tool.
machine, and if they create robots one day, then they're going to be doing stuff that humans are having to be turned into, and I bet they'll still be being like, "Oh, you still need to pay for this. How? Where the money come from? What I mean, are we going to receive something in the mail, or what's going to happen to help us, confront this physical world, this biological needs that we need to have? I mean, we shouldn't be having to pay for water or stuff like that or food. I mean, we shouldn't be having to do that.
Yeah.
Screwed up.
That's my thoughts.
So
Yeah.
corrupt. And nobody even knows that it's corrupt because they're making it like just watch the movie, play games, go off and
Mm.
take a nap or take a walk. Everything's gonna be all right. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
nothing ever changes. It's oh my god, it's
Distraction. Yeah.
and once you see it, it's hard to not see it. You know,
Yeah.
crazy,
So let's
crazy.
keep read some comments.
Yeah,
So when I asked about the matrix, so there's an answer. So it means simply that life, this earth, can be described as being the matrix. But so real is this life for that it is not only our lives which we live that be fake and or corrupted in total. So this is actually kind of thoughtful. I mean, just the fact that we have to kill and eat other things to stay alive should tell
there
you
you go.
everything you need to know about this hell planet.
Animals having to eat each other to survive. That's a big dead ringer that survival is for the fittest in this world. That's the attitude. You got to be on top. You got to be the big lion, not get eaten by the gazelle. It's gosh, it's so fear based. Everything's just so hell oriented. I mean, if this isn't a hell realm, then why can't everything just be vegetarian or something? Why does everything have to eat something or drink something to survive? I mean, if we're spiritual beings, which I believe we do exist, that this is a toughest environment as a hell realm and conscious place you could exist because everything is just all about survival here, and we're all going to eventually die anyway, and we're going to leave this. Where do we go to when we go to sleep at night? Where are we going? There's got to be something beyond this world because I don't think an all loving God would just create this. I mean, what if we're just here to have experience and then we get out of here? Maybe that's what's going on. Because what else would explain all the mayhem that
Yeah.
happens here? Just everything seems to be just a constant, never-ending struggle, and you just
Mm.
keep waiting for it to change, and nothing ever changes. You just it's all just
Keep
coping,
going, keep
coping,
going. Yeah.
coping
All
with
the time.
the
Cycle. The
matrix.
whole cycle is repeating, the whole hamster wheel is just repeating.
Chasing that money, keep moving, and you think you're moving, and you're just staying in the same place. It's just a labyrinth. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. It's just everything points to it. It's so easy to just sit and talk about it because it comes second nature to you. It's like, yeah, this is how things really are. Most people are gonna be some right now as we're talking. Somebody's getting their head shot or jumping off a cliff, which I don't recommend. We're just watching a movie and just coping, trying to ignore it. What's really happening? Trying to keep feeling better and keeping a level head. They don't want to face the music of what's
Yeah.
really happening.
I mean, I'm like, I have nothing against like copes and distractions. I myself I have to do it because
I have to.
without copes and distractions, you just it's even worse. So I cannot really be all the time in this all in this feeling because I just want to take care of myself. I mean, I just I mean, it's really hard, but I just don't want to feel like that all the time, because we are still just humans, you know. We are not robots. So, and some of us are more sensitive, some of us are more, you know, empathic, you know. So it can be really tough. So I have nothing
Mhm.
against, like, yeah, like you said, like, yeah, go watch a movie or something. I also, you know, do all these things, but I'm also aware of how what this place many times like is about that. um I mean, I think it's a good thing if you have copes and distractions to for yourself, you know, and for your mental health and such.
Correct.
But at the same time, I am fully aware of, like, what this place is about, and like how
Mhm.
many like disgusting, disturbing things are happening in this world every second, every day, every hour, every minute, and it shouldn't be
Mhm.
like that. So
No, just help each other. It's all about helping each other. If you can't help each other, nothing's gonna thrive. Things There's gonna be too much suffering. And then
yeah,
people still bring kids here because, oh, it's just a thing to do. I need to continue my legacy. Need to show what I'm worth. That's not a good reason, people. It's not. You're just at feeding the system.
that's
Another
not
cog
even
in the
a
wheel.
reason. That's not even a real thing. I mean, what
It's
legacy?
totally. It's insane. They're
it's
not.
it's
It's like they're
man
not
made up.
aware of what's happening in the world at all. They're completely oblivious to the nature of what's happening behind the scenes. What they try to keep hidden. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. I
Yeah.
mean, I have to laugh, but
There you go. It makes you laugh. It's like, yeah, you don't even see. It's like I wasn't that much different myself not too long ago, but after you just get screwed around so many times, I think the pandemic had a lot to do with it. You just open up. It's like, this ain't right. This Something's wrong here. This definitely something going on to make the world this way on purpose. It wouldn't be
mm,
this way on its own. This is not natural. This is not. This is bogus.
yeah,
Exactly. Even the church, they want your money. It's your service, but they still want you to sow a seed, man. And yeah, and there's this Jesus that they just lay hands on people. I believe that there is something higher up beyond this world, yeah, but I still also think that it's just everything is just twisted, man. It's
yeah. It is
twisted.
actually.
Yeah,
It is.
there you
So I want to read some
go.
comments. Mike, I'm openly internationalist with T-shirt and bumper stickers. Cool. Okay, so you can show us sometime maybe. I'm guessing guessing you from your accent that you're from Poland or Eastern Russia, correct? Not that, not really, but I understand where it's coming from. It's it can be similar to Russian or Polish. I'm actually from Slovakia, you know, as it used to be the one it used to be Czechoslovakia, but now it's just the Slovakia. And yeah, it's a Slavic country, so it has you know, common with Russian, with Polish. So I understand the question. So my heart skips a bit, just like I would skip reproduction for a better world. Yeah, I wish that more people would think that way. People live in their own bubble. Love, high ideals is a choice they don't exercise through their will. It starts within thoughts, and the fact that they don't set boundaries within with their constant hate. Yeah, that's right. They live in their bubbles. That's truly correct. They don't want to face the reality. You know, they just want to. I'm not the type. I just want to be real. I just want to be authentic and just to see the true colors. You know, not just trying constantly to lie to myself. Like, what's the point? You know, what's the point? There's no such thing as um I don't know why, you know. I mean, why would I lie to myself that this is good, this is okay, I have to change my mind, and I am the problem, I am the problem, you know. Like, what are your thoughts on voluntary euthanasia, assisted suicide? Well, I support it. Of course, I support it. I mean, I know there are some countries. There was like a case a year ago in Netherlands. It was, maybe you guys know. It was like a young woman, 28 years old or 29. I don't know. She's just a young woman, and yeah, it was actually, she had like a mental illness, mental, just a problem with mental health, and that's actually possible in Netherlands. I don't know exact thoughts. I don't know how it exactly it works, but I just read about this young woman that there's actually it was the case of that. So I, yeah, of course I support it. I mean, I also thought about it like, I think I mean, it's my body, my choice, right? It's your body, it's your choice. Um, I just think that you have all the, unless you don't have kids or you're not, you have all the right to do with your body what you want. I mean, so to me it sounds logical, but it's apparently it's just a controversial in society, of course. What's your thoughts, Black Hole, about this?
Oh, just like I agree with everything. Pretty much I hear on YouTube as far as I was trying to get you actually on my channel a post just now to uh, say, but what I'm sure. Let me read the comment again. You were talking about the suicide. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a car over there. The suicide. Yeah, that's definitely an issue. I mean, if people's lives, if they're just surrounded by ignorance, I mean, I don't recommend suicide. But if there's a way to go peacefully and they want to go and there's no way out, then yes, I'm
Like
for that. But
euthanasia,
always be
assisted.
a way out. There should always be a way out without having to result to something that drastic and that extreme. But euthanasia, though, exactly. I'm
Yeah,
not. I'm sorry.
yeah, sorry, you keep going.
I'm not exactly familiar with euthanasia, but what exactly was that again?
uh yeah, so that's like, it's like a medical pro,
Right.
yeah, that like, it's like when you're ill or sick physically, so you should have the right to do it, but
Yeah.
not just, I also like mental, it's just whatever, it's just your choice. So it's like
Definitely.
peaceful,
Definitely for that.
it's
Yeah.
peaceful
I'm
exit.
definitely for that. Definitely for that. I mean, if there's if there's a hospital and there's no way to cure it, like if you're bleeding internally or if just any kind of injury. I don't know. I've seen that movie with the $1 million baby where she got her neck injured on the stool and everything. I mean, yeah, there's no point in just suffering like that the rest of your life. I mean, that shouldn't have. I mean, if there's no way to help it, then they should be able to exit peacefully. Yes, I'm definitely for that.
Yeah, yeah, but actually, I'm more like more open to it. I mean, I there was the question about what are my thoughts, and I support it. Like, I just support it. I mean, I don't think that it should be. I know that it may sound controversial for some, but I just think that, like, when we talk about it, there's like no peaceful exit, and I mean that, like,
Hmm.
if I think that it should be legal under some conditions, like me,
Yeah,
when I don't have any kids, I don't have kids. So why, I mean, I think it should be that choice, that option, um just for child free people, childless people, people who don't have kids, and like I know it's still like, but I just think that it's not. I think that it should be there some choice, some option, even for those who are not necessarily old or not necessarily physically ill, but they can be like this woman, like mentally ill, and being like having mental health issues, like many people, also many famous people, like they. lost their lives because of this depression and everything. And many people are just like, oh, these famous people, they're doing drugs. And I think it's really so insensitive to say such things, because there's just another example like how this world can be really cruel. That
Yes.
like it's just a victim blaming, it's victim blaming, because even when you're famous and you are rich, it doesn't mean that you are happy, because
Mm.
I think that you cannot really win in this life. You cannot really. You just you're still a human. Anything can happen, and doesn't matter
Yes.
when you either rich or poor. It can be easier for you when you're rich, but it doesn't mean that that's just lottery to like be happy. What's happiness like?
They're
I mean,
expected to sell their souls, and they have all those people watching them all the time, and it can drive you crazy just as much as it would if you were living on pot. It's just suffering in every aspect of life. It's like there's only these people that make it that way, and that could easily help. That's what I really hate is these ads on your phone. It's like help or anywhere, just any kind of charity. I mean, all these big wide-eyed kids and all these dogs and cats in the pound or whatever, and it's like there's not much you can do, and they're the ones that could easily help. You can, I don't know, you could donate $20 a month. But is that really going to do anything? Where is this money really going?
mm,
It's just, everything is just so behind the scenes, and you just
hmm,
nobody wants to question anything. They just
yeah,
go with it. Just go with that's life. That's life. That's
that's just
that's
life.
the life that
Yeah,
you create and the life that you don't question.
yeah. There's a question, by saying copes, you mean drugs? No, I mean, we all have copes and distractions, and we have all different, so it can be, I mean, for me, it's music. For me, it's music, or, acting, art, but also it can be, yeah, it can be drugs, it can be alcohol or something. But we have all different copes. Even going to the gym is a cope. Even
Yeah.
going to for a walk with your dog, everything is cope. Reading a book, watching a movie, having a boyfriend, girlfriend, that's also a cope and distraction. I mean, literally, even making this live stream is a cope, so
Mm-hmm.
you know
It's
literally
just
it is actually. Yeah.
I try to find the best experience possible for myself. Otherwise, I don't do much anything. In the old days, I would just sit and do nothing or just talk to the walls or whatever. Nowadays, is social media helps with
Yeah.
that. But it's still just. I mean, I'd rather have to create the most wonderful experience possible for me and everybody around me. And if that's not going to happen, then why exist? What's the meaning? Where's the significance?
Yes.
It's just being a slave. We're
Yeah,
all going
we
to
are.
ultimately leave this world. Why not make it a happy, helpful, loving
For
experience?
everyone, yes.
Exactly. I mean, you bring a kid in the world, what are they going to do? They're just going to suffer in a world like this. Most of them, not unless there's those people that enjoy. They're those workaholics, and they're those people that know exactly what they want to do in their life. But the average Joe, I don't think they're very happy with the system and just working in a warehouse or working in a cubicle or working in a just being a security guard. I mean, I've heard they get to kind of kick back a little bit, but most of the time it's just scraping by for the bare minimum. These companies, they don't care if you can pay for things. They don't care about that. They just want somebody that's going to run their business and then make them richer while the poor get poorer. It's a scam.
Yes.
It's rigged. It's rigged. It's
Yeah.
screwed up. It needs to change, but how? That's the question. How? How do we do that?
I mean, it. I thought about it. I mean, it could be. I mean, it could be real, but you see that people like 80. I mean, maybe 90% of population, I would say, they are just they live in their on this delusion that life is beautiful, and you have to work and enjoy life and wage slavery, and just have kids. So they actually, it's they are not open to think like we think. So unfortunately, it's not so possible. But just imagine how huge it would be if there would be some revolution or something, that people just go went to street and just really for a change, for something, just you know just for example against some government and injustice and the rich people and
Hmm.
all the injustice, even like that's what I don't can stand about this humanity, that
Yeah,
there's such a we are against each other, but like why we are the same? We should be united, we should be
sure.
united
That's what
more.
America should be about. Is this freedom stuff. It's like we're celebrating summer briefly, and then it's over, and we just go to the dog days and whatnot. It's what are we really celebrating here? How? I don't know. Hope you mind, but I saw this thing in the chat. Are you allowed to have another person come on? Because this, I think Tri Triddle would like to come on. Are you allowed to bring another one on besides me, or would I have to get off for that? It's down further in the comments. I just thought I'd let somebody else come on since I've already been on most of it.
Oh yeah, you mean like on the live stream?
Yeah. Are they allowed to bring on another one? Or is it just me and you? Is that all is allowed?
I think no, I think there's a chance, there's a possibility. I mean, because there's on my post,
Yeah.
I there's a link. So
Mhm.
this link is for everyone. So I just
Yeah,
don't
find the
think.
link. There's a link there on her post if you'd like to come on. Try Triddle, I think, is trying to come on.
Yeah, it's my late on my latest post. There's my a comment about enjoy joining the live stream. So there's a link.
Yeah.
So you also
See if
click
you can.
about on this link, right?
I think I just it's on the post and on your channel, so
Yeah,
that's how you can come on if you'd like to come on.
yeah, of course, you're welcome here.
Yeah. It just said she's saying, oh, it only allows two on. So I don't know. They may not be allowed to come on. That's why I was saying I was offering to let them come on, and I could just get off. I don't know how that works.
I mean,
Never
I'm
done
also
it.
like I'm new with this. It's like the first
Yeah.
time with you
Yep.
this
Yep.
live stream.
I've never done it either. I need to
Yeah,
try it out. I didn't know you could do it. Yeah.
so the first time,
We'll
that's
see.
cool. uh, so I mean, I think but I asked on the I think I asked the ChatGPT about how it works,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
that like it's possible, that it's possible, even like my guess. I think that multiple people can be here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure,
Come on
but
up. Join us. If you can get on, come on up and join us. Yeah, I was looking at that. I was hearing about that. They were kind of making fun of it in my church. Over, it's not your normal church. It's really spirited. They sing and It's very moving. It's most churches are kind of, dare I say it, stale, but my church is really vibrant. It's like going to a little music concert for free, and it's nice. It moves you. But they were talking about Chat GBT last night, and I forgot to look at. I've never tried it before. I don't know if you go about Daniel Henchinel channel. He's got videos on there that kind of makes fun of it. He's trying to talk to it, and it's like, oh, it's just I'm sorry about that, and I'm here to listen to everything. It's kind of funny. He makes some videos about this is why the world's the way it is, and why you got to be crazy to find this entertaining, and it's funny. I don't know if anybody knows about his channel, but he's funny. The bald head guy.
what's the name of the
Daniel
channel?
Hinchinel. Daniel Hinchinel.
Uh-huh.
He used to
I'm not.
be on TikTok, and he got banned from TikTok. Now he's on YouTube here, and he has some funny stuff.
And he's like
He's,
one of us. He's openly
he's a
internet,
YouTuber. He's a YouTuber.
and he's
Anybody
anti-natalist,
who
or
hadn't anybody who hadn't tried him out, definitely go check that guy out. He's funny.
yeah.
Daniel Hinchinel.
So anti-natalist he's, or
Yeah, he's one of the many people I subscribe to
uh-huh.
on YouTube.
Okay, you can
YouTube.
yeah. Maybe you can
I avoid all that other
later.
stuff. All that other stuff is too toxic. And a lot of people have, even on YouTube here, I've seen people come and go over the last few weeks. And Steve Brown, he's left a couple times over the summer. He's
Mm.
back again. He's back again. But
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
all these people are really good, and they really get down to business, and they're very realistic, and they don't mess around. They're Some of these YouTubers are just in it for the money, and I
Hmm.
get that. I
Yeah.
get that, but it's good content that I listen to. The people I don't subscribe to somebody if they're just going off the deep end about something nonsense. I listen to the real nitty gritty stuff. I'm not going to name anyone, but it's out there. It's definitely some people are thinking that YouTube has changed over the years, which I can see that because I used to be on YouTube all those years ago, and they just allowed anything. But nowadays, you got to watch what you say. Everything's regulated nowadays, and that's good. I'm all for that. If you can come on and join us, Ty Tittle, I'd love to have you with us. So it's
Yeah.
not just
Yeah.
me and this
Yeah.
beautiful lady.
Okay, let's summarize. That's a good one. As no one can grasp the concept of eternity, why do parents think they have the right to make more souls to face the same uncertainty? What if the Christian hell is real? Parents play with their kids' souls for eternity. Yeah, that's also what I actually thought about. That sometimes it's really like you see how ignorance can be so dangerous. That like those people actually, I mean, think about it. That's just another reason why I just don't want to have kids, because me myself, I don't even know what's real. Like, we don't know, we as humans, we don't know actually nothing. We are limited, our brains are limited. So you can be a Christian, you can be a Jew, a Muslim, or I don't know, you can believe in something, but that doesn't mean that it's true. That doesn't mean that actually you know that, so even when I don't know what's gonna happen, I just don't want another person to be part of this. I just don't want to help. I don't know. It feels so like insane to me when I don't know what's happened after life. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It feels to me insane that when you don't have this acknowledge, like what's afterlife, and you put another person into it.
Nothing, no certainties in life.
Yeah. There we have some, abortion is murder. Homosexuals will not inherit the kingdom of God. Well, come here. uh, I've been in pain for 26 years. I'm 26 years old, and I feel like yeah, I've been through such things. Like, it sucks. A lot of corruption. Yeah, indeed. I would rather go to hell than to be reincarnated. LOL. I can, I feel you. I'm going to join now that my phone is charged. Great. You can, as we said, with Black Hole, there is a link on my post, on my latest post. There is a link, so it should be available for you. No one wants to be in hell. It's even more so crushing when you realize that capitalism won the ideological fight. Now there's really no way out of it. Yes, I mean, like, I'm every day depressed, uh, and capitalism is just another reason why I'm depressed, and not just me, but you, man. Sorry, young people, and people, not just young people, people at all, because I can reject capitalism some way in my life, but not at all, because everything's just getting more and more expensive. All that matter is how your productivity, they just don't see you as a person, they see you as a machine, as once again the matrix. So yeah, capitalism is really evil and disgusting system that doesn't work, and there's no balance, there's no um like there's no there's no fairness in this system, so you just make the rich people even richer, and you have nothing. That's capitalism. um no, stop having kids, yeah, the biggest okay, so I clicked it. It says maximum amount that is allowed, and she's right, more can join. Yes, it should be like that. Yeah, you just try it, just try, you know um
Excuse me. Just got over a cold. Had a head cold over the last few days, and I'd still have the cough, but I feel better. It's all that
yeah.
matters. Just feeling good. It's all that matters, and people need it nowadays more than ever. Do whatever it takes to feel good. Everybody.
Yes.
Don't do anything harmful though. Don't harm. Make sure as long as it doesn't harm anybody,
Mm,
do it.
yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, agree.
Mm.
So what's the time there?
Oh, I'm Central Time. I'm two. I should be 2:30 here. Yeah, this
PM.
is when I was. I'll tell you a story. Last week I was going out for 2 weeks ago. On the third, I was trying to go to Fourth of July thing. It was like 2 or 2:30 in the afternoon. It was raining, and I just went out anyway to this place down the street, and it stopped raining, and it was nice and sunny. And then the rest of the day, and then the next day it rained on the fourth parade, and then I went, came back later that evening, and they were doing stuff. It was sunny again. It rained almost every day throughout the whole Fourth of July weekend, but it still worked out though.
Mm-hmm.
Miraculously, it still worked out. So that's just sometimes I guess you got to have faith in things. Just hopefully things work out, and they worked out this time. Didn't have much to drink though. Couldn't afford much anyway, but it was still fun. I enjoyed myself.
And um what's your you know copes, distraction, something that
Yeah,
makes you feel good?
just just YouTube mainly. Drink responsibly, not too much. Just beer and wine, nothing, no drugs or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, just watching game shows on my. I just fast forward something if I don't like it. I tape it. If I don't like it, I fast forward and delete it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
just sit and watch something unless it's eating with my parents at dinner time, which yeah, unfortunately I am living with. It's working out. Watch the shows they watch. Watch, I don't really. I play video games anymore. I just watch other people play them
Mm-hmm.
for free without having to mess with the wire and listen to some. Occasionally, I listen to music, but most of the time, I'd rather just listen to this YouTube because it's very educational or it's very informative, common sense, very down to earth, whatever you want to call it.
I agree, but there can be also a lot of BS,
You don't
um
want to do it too much; you get too depressed. And of
uh,
course, even movies. I even just like to do a lot of that on the internet. I don't go to the theater very often, but
mhm.
occasionally, it's just
Yeah,
take a walk. I don't take much of any exercise other than just an occasional walk. Get out in the weather.
I love
I,
walking,
there,
yeah.
there is a treadmill here, but I don't get on it very often. I'd rather just take walks, get out in nature. Like that Benedict King, the truth. His videos are like an hour long. He's just walking in nature most of the time. Very informative. Anybody who hasn't seen that channel, I recommend it.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
There you go.
so
Excuse me.
there's some comments. um so
If you can find the link, we'd love to have you with us. If you're still trying to get on, we hope you're not having trouble trying to
mm,
join the stream.
so um
That live can be a pain in the neck sometimes when you're trying to start a live. My cell phone brushes me off of it all the time. You just gotta play with it and hope. Sometimes the voice gets muffled. and then you gotta do another one or delete it. But the connection gets bad. But you just gotta fiddle with it. Usually it works after a while. You can hear me pretty good, so apparently this is a good stream, good connection.
Yeah. Um. So there's people always judging you because you don't have children. That's right. But I mean, I mean, not always. It's about judging. They are just like they are just like they don't understand. Because for them it's just something that they just don't ask because they just think that they have to do it. Many people are like that, so that's the reason why they're just watching you. That there's an option, so there should be. I think that those parents, I mean, should teach their kids that having kids should be optional. That like it's not that like you have to, but I guess many of you know how it feels like when your parents are like, so I want to have a grandchild, and when it's gonna and when. And this is like the like really selfish, because like you see how selfish it sounded.
Hmm.
So I want my daughter, I want my son to have child because I want to be a nanny. I mean, that's come on. Like when you think about it deeply, deeply, I'm just like, so you're going to create another person who gonna suffer because suffering is part of life, part of living, just because you're for your pleasure. Come on. And to
I think a lot.
force your kids into it, to force your children to have children because not even for them but because for you. That's just being selfish twice, just being selfish twice, with your own kids and then with your grandchildren. I mean, this this is
It's
insane.
family. They got this thing like family will be there to take care of you no matter what. It's not always the case though. Some people
Yeah,
just do it because they don't even think about it. Just have a kid. Why not? They don't give it a second thought. And then when they're kid, they don't take care of it or nothing. It's despicable.
yeah, yeah,
And what
absolutely,
can you
because
do? What can you do against that? What? How can you fix that? The government's going to be like, oh well, they're the
they
father,
don't
they're the
care.
mother. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it. Crazy.
Yeah,
So many people living on the street. All these
yeah,
beggars and stuff. Why? While these other people got millions. That's why? Oh, because that's life. That's you need to make a living. You, I've said it. My buddy Motorcycle Channel said it. If we had one guy come in one day, another guy come in another day, why do we gotta have one person doing the work with like 20 people? Why do we gotta pay him so little? Why did why? All these questions. And the answer is pretty simple. Humans just don't care. They don't. A lot of them. That's why we got all these wars. Why do we got all these weapons? It's just humans are animals. Like my buddy Motorcycle said, they're organisms. They're stupid organisms.
worse,
That guy's
worse.
funny. That guy's hilarious. Anybody handler, all these guys. I mean, I ought to make a video or something just all the people I subscribe to. If any of you guys never listened to them before, I first
Okay.
got started on Pointless Rat Race way back there in November 2023 when I first started doing this sweating channel last June, not this last June, but right when
Hmm.
you started. And all these guys, I make a video, just all these guys, go listen to them because they know what they're talking about. I could name some of them right now. Red Pill Option, T Sizzle, Steve Brown, Meaningless Cycle. There's so many of them. Life's Over 896, Barncraft System. All these guys, you need to go listen to them. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Thought Provoker. Yeah. Many.
Also,
Jawball the Boomer.
tragic reality is the good one. If you
They're good. Awesome people. And there's the other guy that he got mad about the black pill, which is just the stuff about people that just criticism and all. It had to delete a lot of his videos, and he had a good channel too. Give all the Doomer recommended it was Earth is Red Joe.
know.
He had to delete his videos. He's just tired of all the bad comments or whatever. If I get bad comments, I'm just gonna delete them. Anybody does that on my channel, they go bye bye. I block them. That's what
Yeah.
anybody should do.
I
Be
also
nice,
like
or you go by.
yeah. I also like the, uh, first his channel was named blissfully ignorant, and then he changed it into ignorance
Ignorance
is
is
bliss. Yeah,
he, he
he
came
was
back.
good.
He came back. He came back. He's got another channel. It's called Reaper now.
Really?
He's, he's talking
Once
about
again?
all this stuff. Yeah, everybody go. I left a comment on my post the other day saying I was going to take a break again, and I always keep coming in and out. That's how it is. I just whenever I feel like it, I get an idea, and they left a comment post like, "Oh, go check out the new channel of Ignorance is Bliss," and I was like, "Awesome."
Really?
He's got some. That guy kind of makes me laugh sometimes. I had one guy say like, "Oh, don't believe anything this guy's saying," but it's interesting topics. It makes you think.
Yeah.
It
Okay. And
talks
so,
about how
can you
how
can
we're just
you can you
under
share?
a psycho puppet master, and we're all just programs, and that's what he gets into. Now, you can believe it if you don't, but
It's
anybody
up
who
to you.
doesn't know
Yeah.
about him, check him
But
out. Check him out.
can you share his channel on my channel on the comments or somewhere where I can find his new channel?
Just go to Reaper. I think it's 1984. You should be able to find them. I could get on your channel and get you under the posts and just share a
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. Yeah.
How
Just
would I How could I mean, I already got you on my post this live stream as a shared stream, but I don't know how would I get onto your posts and share his video? Would I just
simply no, you don't.
yeah?
I mean, you can you can just I think you can just write his channel, and I try to find him. I try
No,
to.
Reaper. I think it's Reaper 1984. See if you can find him that way with a
Uh,
little hashtag, a bottom hashtag, Reaper in capital letters, down hashtag
mhm.
1984, and you should find him.
Well, and do you know
That's the
why
new
he
ignorance.
changed his channel? I
Yeah, he went into how his father found his channel, and
Really.
he just had a mental breakdown. That's what he said. That's what
Oh.
the guy said. I'm just saying what he said.
Hmm.
That's the reason. He didn't commit suicide. He's still around, but he's got a
Well.
channel that talks about how God's a psycho. He's a psycho, and we're all just programs. I mean, you can believe it if you want to, but it's kind of funny. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah. I mean, but in a
like he's
good
just
way.
controlling everything. He's controlling all of us, and we don't even know what's happening. He's been planning this, me talking to you, and he's been planning all the things that happen. You can believe it if you want, but that's basically what he's been talking about on there. So he's got
Yeah.
about 5 or 6 videos already on there. So check him out.
Okay. Okay.
All
That's
right.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah, I
really
know
think
all
that.
these guys. They're all my buddies, my internet YouTube buddies. We love each other.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah, yeah. I was
you.
he was also like my favorite channel, and he also used to watch my videos too and my live stream. So that's what
Yep.
like I was like, come on, what's with him? Such a shame that.
These guys just leave, and that's their business. It's all it's this voluntary activity. You're not required to make a YouTube channel or create content.
Mm,
That's your business. That's personal. It should be personal. Sometimes it's about
yeah,
finances, but everyone's different. Everybody has their own perspective of life, and that's why there's so much conflict in the world.
yes,
And yeah, that's a hell realm. Hell is other people, right? Heaven would be a place where everybody thinks alike and just gets along and helps each other, and dare I say it, accept each other's differences. And we live in a world people get on you for skin color. You know why the skin color is like melanin in the skin to protect from the sun's rays? And you're discriminated for that?
yeah,
That's nonsense.
yeah, it is.
That, that's psychotic.
But
that's
there's just
that's how
people.
people think. That's how people think.
That's how
People
people
live in
think.
wheelchairs and stuff for the rest of their life. And I saw this other thing. I'm sorry, my phone's ringing again.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Uh, they talked this church thing. They was talking about how a guy just got out of his wheelchair when somebody laid his talking in tongues and stuff. I mean, you can believe that if you want, but you know, as far as I'm concerned, everything definitely is beyond this world, spiritual, and a lot of the things that happen here. It's spiritual, conscious intent, and it's just a dense outer direct result of that. And it's a tough place because we're just why do we die? Why are we born? We got to come from something, and where do we go after death? How can this all just exist without something behind it? And why is the world the way it is without something behind it? You got to think inward. Everybody's looking outward for answers, and I've said it on my channel. Like the word evil is actually the word live spelled backwards. That you got to go out there and get everything. Money's the root of all evil. It makes you think. Like most of us are conditioned from a young, early age to think that everything's out there. We got to go get it. What if everything is right here with us and we just don't realize it because we're always striving for something that can never be found? Makes you think. It's not
Yeah.
so deep either. Nobody knows how to dig deep. They're always striving and trying to climb for something. They usually never attain it because it seems to be just set up for failure to me. The more you think about it, the more you start to, feel and see the world this way. I think a lot of us on here have that in common. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Sometimes
Yeah.
I just get off on a rant. That's why I got my own channel. Because I can't. Sometimes I
Yeah. No.
get
No.
started.
No. Actually, this
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. What you're talking
Thank
about.
you.
Yeah. That's just many things you said in this live stream. I really,
And you're
really,
subscribed to my
I can
channel. You've
relate.
heard
Yeah.
you've heard some of my content. I'm sure.
I
I don't know
subscribed
if
you
you agree
lately.
with it.
Yeah.
If you agree with it or not. You're always entitled to believe whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's the thing. A lot of people believe in a bunch of BS, and that's the problem. A lot of people care about it too, and how can they help but care about it? They still have to live in the same environment, and they still have to pay money to survive that we created. We're creating all this stuff. We're all going to leave this plane. Why can't we just create good experiences?
I
Anyway,
mean, the problem is that
yeah.
people, I once again, like the Matrix, like we are made. People are like machines. They are too comfortable to think. They are too comfortable and lazy to think about stuff deeply. Because
Mm.
why? They just don't want to talk about it. Don't want to stop. Don't be so negative. Yeah, I know. I have
Heavy-handed.
like the friend of mine, and yeah, it's like when I go like with you, trying to get deeper into this, and just fucking talking about this stuff and everything, that like something is really off with this world, and we need to at least talk about it and maybe prevent our unborn children. But he's like, my friend, that like, no, that like, no, we like this NPC. I'm not saying that he's necessarily NPC, but I think that he's just scared to face it. I mean, I'm not. Um I just I mean, I just want to see the world the way it is. And yes, I can change my mindset at some point, but at the same time, I cannot really go back. I cannot really go back, because I'm just, you know, antinatalism is like the answer, for
Mm.
everything. Antinatalism, I just cannot go back.
Everything exists in the here and now and affects everything constantly. What if there is no past or future? What if everything is just being manipulated through intent constantly in a dense reality? That's this dense. This is a reality that is so dense that you may not even realize that you're creating your reality. It's just, everything here was once part of your imagination, and it was brought forth into this material world. That it's a temporary state that we're in. The body perishes. What is? I mean, is there? That's all there is. Is your body? Do you not exist beyond your body, or is everything? How could everything just come from nothing? That's what I can't understand. How could everything just exist without something, intending it to exist? You
Yeah,
know,
well,
but a lot of people think that you're born, you have a life, and then you die. And a lot
yeah.
of people think that way, and they want to think that way. That's their business, but it doesn't seem very logical. God is supposed to be like logic and all that. Well, what if the logical explanation is that we're just here to have a temporary experience, and then we wake up from it like an avatar or something, like, oh, what was that? Now we're
Mm,
back in spirit land or whatever, the wonderland
yeah,
or something. We got through the hole. Right?
something better maybe.
But this doesn't make sense to me that this would just be all there is. That seems whack to me. I mean, why would you want to even get out of bed in the morning if you're just going to suffer and die? It's that's meaningless.
Yeah, it's
It's
like a
pointless.
psychological battle every day,
Correct.
every
Correct.
single day. Just defining mentally, physically, emotionally,
Hmm.
with this reality. Just
Exactly.
yeah, I'm like when I waking up, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Here we go again.
Hmm.
Like it was
Got
so
to. I got to sit
peaceful.
there and get 5 minutes before I get my mind straight, just so I don't trip over myself. I never just usually just jump out of. That's what you're supposed to do. Jump out of bed. Oh, it's a beautiful day. I'm never like that. I get my head straight first, so I go through the routine and handle whatever comes at me. Because it's a fairy
Yeah,
society. If we live in a world where everybody's just fairy tale land, la la, and the animals come up and change your clothes and all that kind of crap, but we don't live in that world. It's like the exact opposite of that. We got to make it that way. That's why people do all these copes. They watch movies and stuff. They're coping because the reality itself is just going to be a bland state of. It's just going to sit there until you do something with it. Because that's
yeah.
everything. Everything that exists in this world was once a part of your imagination. I heard that Bashar guy. He talks about it. It's like I Magi Nation. We're like a nation of magicians. All these channel people. Have you heard those channelers before? They talk on. They act like they're going into channel, but they might just be scamming like anybody else. Adamas, all these channelers. They're online. You can find them online, but they talk. They act like they're just channeling something, and they're going into deep wisdom.
Mm.
And it's just you can believe it if you want. They might just be sitting there putting on a show, though. You never really know anything. Everything is so deceptive and so questioning, and most people just, like I say, just cope with stuff and make it not seem as bland as it normally it would be. If humans and animals didn't exist or living things, it would just if the tree falls over in the woods, does it make a sound? What if there is no tree? What if nothing exists until somebody's
Mm.
there to witness and experience it and make the measurement of it? Have you heard of the double slit experience, where it's a particle when you look, and it's like a wave or a probability when you don't look? It's
Mhm.
interesting. Me talking to you. I mean, if I was to hit the button, we wouldn't be talking anymore. It's everything is
Feels like a
here and now.
simulation.
It's an here and now experience, and got
Mm.
intense consciousness. And if you don't think this way, then everything's like, and I've had those deja vu moments where it's like, what is this? What is really going on? And then it's like, if you start to think like, well, everything is just consciousness. Well, where does consciousness come from? Oh, it just is. We're not meant to know anything outside of the simulation. Well, that's just says that we're in a matrix, and we're creating this matrix with our just our consciousness. I mean, what I can't you can't really go much further than that. That's about
Mm.
as far as you can go at the human understanding.
Yes, because as humans, we are so limited. Our brains. We just don't have the capacity. To be aware of this. But you're reminding me like some videos as Bliss. So he also
Mm-hmm.
went to like into this
Mm-hmm.
deeper deeper things about that, like this is whole like simulation, and
Mm-hmm.
that there are just a few souls, few ones that that have real souls, and
Uh-huh.
others are npcs. Like it kind of makes sense sometimes. When I think about it, that what if it's actually that yeah, there's just a few people who are actually real, that are real souls. I don't
That
know
are
if you
awake.
believe in souls or not, but it can be
They're awake.
like
It's more
there's
like they're
a
awake. They become they become aware of their surroundings more. They're not spiritually asleep anymore. Maybe that's what it is.
you know so we have
Because the
this
human
Tony
body,
the
the human
Tiger. What's
body
up?
is. I'm sorry. The human body is limited, and like you said, it has it's a temporary state. It's not what we exist beyond the body. There's too many
Yeah.
limitations here for this to be all there is. Where did all these imaginings come from? That all the suffering, but we still managed to create all these beautiful things. I mean, how can that be? That there's something going on there. That it shows that there's more beyond this world. You know,
Yeah, I mean that's why I actually, I don't know, I just feel that I just believe in souls, I just believe that
it's
um
comforting.
there's just but it's just like kind of philosophical, but I think that this kind of makes sense to me. That's this whole theory about Matrix, and that we live in a simulation, and that there are actually just a few ones who are real, who have real souls, and
Mhm.
other people just are NPCs. So actually, when I think about it, it makes sense to me many times. So there can be a possibility that there's their soul, and that soul is in this physical body,
A
but
simulation.
yeah,
Yeah,
like the
that's fine.
Matrix, the movie, like many
Right.
things is like makes sense. I mean, at
I
least
mean,
I think that it can
some are
be like
agents, right? They're trying to beat you down, and you gotta be like the Neo, the one, and try to jump buildings and go beyond the basic human thought patterns. And you got to. There's something you need more beyond what you see. Look beyond what you see, but at
no,
the
yeah,
same time, look within. It's funky. You know.
yeah. So we have Tony the Tiger. That's also my favorite
Hi, Tony.
channel. Friend, what happened? We were supposed to talk. I mean, this is actually the first time I'm making
And
this
you're doing
live
an
stream
awesome job. I
with
might try it
another
myself.
person. So I mean, if you go on my posts on IT, on my latest post, there is a link, and this link is supposed to be for everyone. So I think that you can try it.
Yeah, come on. Somebody come on here and join us. Don't leave me all by myself here. I'd love some company. Not that you're not
Okay.
wonderful company.
Hey, Jen, how you been? This world is going nuts. Yeah, I mean, it's still the same. Like, it is still the same misery. And I watch your videos. You also talk a lot about this job market and this wage slavery, how this works nowadays. It fucking sucks because um, it's so not it's a hostile this environment. It's like I don't blame people for quitting their jobs, job hopping, especially young people, because you see that like there's lack of motivation, there's like no there's not like good environment in these jobs. So it fucking sucks, it fucking sucks. And I can relate with what you're saying in your videos about this. You're not alone. You're not alone, and it really sucks. Like the previous generations that have it better, but okay, that's just another topic about um, we talked about. Um, and yeah,
Uh,
it's just endless pain and suffering and slavery, modern slavery. Yeah, so wage slavery. Yeah.
as Tony the Tiger is leaving in the chat. If you want to get the stream, try to get on the link of the posts on Gen Z's channel. It's in the post section. I think he's trying to join. I had several people seem wanting to come on, and for some reason there's a problem. Tony the Tiger, he's my
I don't know
man.
why.
Good to hear. Cheryl, Tony the Tiger. I don't know if you know Tony the Tiger. He's pretty cool. I listen to him.
Yeah, I just said that
Come
I
on
know
up,
his
come up and
video.
join us. I'd love to have you here with us. The sun's coming out here. Let's see. See if I can show you. Ooh, there. See? Oh, it's not. I hit the wrong button. Let's see. I gotta hit this thing. It's not going off for some reason. No worries. It is sunny now. Stopped raining. I love the rain. It's relaxing, but I don't want to get
Yeah,
overheated either. Overheated either. Wonder why it's not going off of there.
but anyways, it
Green
was nice.
screen. Wrong button. Yeah, yeah, don't worry.
Okay, so we are here for 84 minutes now. So there's almost a half an hour. That's a long time.
Yeah, awesome. Time flies when you're having fun.
But
A lot.
I don't know. I just think I'm just because here we have 10 p.m. and I'm just kind of tired.
You're 7
So,
hours ahead.
so
I'm only 3.
yeah,
Where Where are you at? Are you 7 hours ahead of my time zone?
where here is European time.
Yeah, because I'm in Central in America, so you're 7 hours ahead. You're right around where United Kingdom is. They were always 7 hours ahead. I remember London Olympics 7 hours ahead all those years ago. Paris was last year, right around this time. Love Olympics. Olympics is uplifting. We got Olympics this winter, I think. Can't remember where it is.
Yeah, me neither.
I just know it's coming. Hopefully, we won't have another pandemic. I've even heard about how, the Tokyo Olympics had to get interrupted back in 2020. And it had a pandemic. Hopefully, they're not. I've heard rumors of being another pandemic coming up. That would suck.
It's always something.
Always something.
Okay. Sorry. Fuck, I don't like that. Yeah. Kim, great live stream, deep conversation.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah. I'm really. This is like was the first time with someone, and it was a pleasure. So I'm open to it. The next time with all of you guys who wants. It's up to you. If you want to join, there is an option to join
Yeah,
uh, live stream. So thank you for being here with us.
thank you.
I thank you too, Black Hole, for a nice conversation.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So I think I have to go now and see you. See you.
Yeah,
Keep going. Be real. Be authentic. And you know, practice. Practice.
there it is. Sunny.
Love you guys. Love you too. Outstanding innovation. Thank you for always your kind support. So maybe next time, Tony the Tiger. Next time, I guess that's okay. I mean, there will be another. You know, next time. Next time, I'm not gonna die. Not tomorrow, I guess. So
It's okay.
okay. So
Appreciate it. It's been a pleasure.
yeah, me too. For me too. Yeah, it was the first time. So see you guys. Thank you, Black Hole. See you.
Thank you. Good night.
Bye. Good night. Bye, guys. Thanks.